On Monday, not only did we see one of the best games in the NBA this season, but we also saw a chess match between two of the MVP frontrunners. First of all, Joel Embiid averaging 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists on 61% true shooting percentage. He's had an amazing season. And to carry the Sixers to a 3 seed, 2 seed, whatever they are right now, is great. But on the other hand, we have Nikola Jokic averaging 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 assists on almost 10% better than league average efficiency. Not only has he been the most efficient volume scorer in the NBA this year, but he has taken a very terrible and streaky Nuggets team to 42 wins. That's right, as a 6 seed, Nikola Jokic has more wins than Joel Embiid at this current moment. Today, I will be breaking down the matchup that was the Sixers versus Nuggets and how they met for the first time in about 3 years. Not only was this matchup great, but it showed a big hole in the Sixers offense and just their whole team down the stretch. I will break down every single way in which the Nuggets crawled their way back into this game and eventually won it. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Starting in the first quarter, for the Nuggets, it was just plain ugly. Nikola Jokic missing shots that he normally makes. There were also multiple turnovers. Jokic turned the ball over 3 times in the first quarter. This led to a dominant first quarter performance by the Sixers in which they outscored the Nuggets by over 10 points. Nikola Jokic shooting 33% from the field with 3 turnovers at the end of the first quarter. Man, it looked like the Sixers were going to win by a country mile. So going into the second quarter, the Nuggets knew what they had to do. And Nikola Jokic showed up, plain and simple. Leading a 15-3 second quarter run, he just dazzled his way through steals and outlet passes and even finishes of his own. But the Nuggets offense got fired up because of Nikola Jokic's amazing playmaking. All those outlet passes leading to 100% shots. It created opportunities for the Nuggets that they didn't see coming. However, at halftime, the score is closer, but the Nuggets are still losing. Even though they're shooting better from the field and shooting better from the free throw line, they're still down by 5 points. One thing the Sixers are going to do is out free throw you, and they were out free throwing the Nuggets in the first half, leading to a 5-point lead. So Nikola Jokic knew what he had to do in the third quarter. Obviously, he had to make sure he stays on par with the Sixers offense, making sure that he can match anything that they do on the other end. And he did. Just making sure that it was a good third quarter to where they didn't choke was important, because in this Nuggets season, they've choked many third quarters. And in the end of the day, the Nuggets did lose the third quarter by a whopping 2 points, but it led to one hell of a fourth quarter. You know what? For this part, I'm not even going to speak. Here's Bones Highland.
Puts it in. Bones Highland with a three-pointer. Everybody knocking down threes. Still 6:40 to play. Thibault back in guarding Highland. Plays catch with Cousins. Long three-pointer. Bang! Bones Highland from downtown. And Embiid makes him pay. Embiid falls down. Here comes Highland. Highland thinking about it. Fires away. It's good. Bones Highland long distance. Timeout Philadelphia. Highland looking for Jokic. Can't get it to him. Up top to Martin. 4 to shoot. Martin leans in. Back up Highland. Highland three-pointer. Puts it up. Puts it in. Bones Highland does it again.
Bones Highland in the fourth quarter scored 12 points. Bones Highland brought it all in the fourth quarter. So all the Nuggets needed to do at this point was close out the game. And you know what? When you have one of the best closing defenders in the NBA, yeah, I said it, Nikola Jokic is going to get it done. On the previous possession, Nikola Jokic forced a missed layup from Joel Embiid. So look at this. Right here, Joel Embiid has a one-on-one at the top of the key with Nikola Jokic. Then he passes out of it to Georges Niang. Georges Niang then misses a three, then misses a layup, and the Sixers lose. Nikola Jokic and his amazing playmaking single-handedly led the Nuggets back into this game. At a point in which they were down by 15 points in the first quarter, they never looked back. Another reason why he should be the MVP this season. Now, not only is Nikola Jokic beating good teams, but he's putting up the stats like an MVP. This is the same thing that we saw last year. Eventually, Jamal Murray will come back and this Nuggets team will look a lot more polished and, on both ends, they'll just look a lot more efficient. However, if this Sixers game does anything for Nikola Jokic, it proves that he's the most valuable player in the NBA. leading your team to such success on the road against a team that is considered a contender is amazing. But not only is it amazing, it is even crazier when you do it against James Harden, Joel Embiid, and you don't have your second, third, or fourth best player. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, do all that, and peace out.
Hey, come on, I got a bag on me. You try to take it, leave you stinking like your last homie. She kinda cakey, little baby, put that ass on me. But I ain't that horny, do you got some cash for me? Why every time you ask him that, bitches act funny. And you keep trying to hold the strap, you won't slap for me. You too happy, I can tell you never had money. Every time you get on live, gotta flash money.